Glad to have you along from Evanston, Illinois, Ryan Field. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Northwestern Wildcats. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
The Notre Dame head coach told me before the game, they are so excited about how they've been able to prove everybody wrong. What they accomplished last week has pushed them into the conversation, and now they've got to prove that they can be even better. He said, I felt like that was our most complete game of the season, but we've got more to give. We'll see how they get off to a quick start today to prove that to the nation. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. He'll bring it out. It's Grove. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Northwestern's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. A rivalry game like this, they'd love to get off to a good start. Guys, the last time they met, they were trading haymakers with each other.
They sure were, and you could really tell in that game how much this rivalry meant to the players. They were exhausted, David. That game was back and forth. Neither of these teams want to lose because you don't want to hear about it for an entire offseason, and you know they're going to be playing with some fire today.
And you hear about it from the fans every time you lose. You hear about it constantly. It matters. Heard about it with Jesse Palmer in the Georgia-Florida rivalry. It was a big-time deal. They're going to be playing with emotion. Who can handle that emotion early, get settled in, and throw that first punch?
Looking downfield, it's Childs. Going to try to get it himself. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Fresh set of downs going up top. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for running room. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Past the 40. Breaks into the open. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Wildcats will have it 1st and 10. Trying to get the corner. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
That last play is the epitome of why you have to have a short-term memory. Just forget about that one. Inside the 35, on the stop. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. He'll try to do it himself. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. First down and 10. Out of the gun, the give to the back. No room stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Childs. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
How about that way to start a game? They didn't even attempt to throw. They just ran it meticulously down the field, and that guy caps off a beautiful start to this game with a touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So an 82-yard drive there. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Notre Dame's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here comes the typically reliable Jordan Faison. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We had a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
That penalty's the last thing this defense needed. Now it's 2nd and 4. Quick give. It's Williams. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give is to Williams. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Carr. Unloads to the right. Got a man, it's Gilbert. Completion for the 1st down, and man, did he take a shot, and I think they're going to tack a little more onto that one. Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. Trying to run, it's Coleman Williams. Defense all over him.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make a stop.
Carr. Left side, it's Danzy. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush, but with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Not a a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Number 35, set to kick this one away.
On the return, it's Grove. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Both teams scored on their first possessions, but now a chance to send a message that field goals aren't going to win this game. Touchdowns will. Moving past the 25, and he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Moves the pocket. It's Childs. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4. Second and long here. The throw on second down, and they need a lot. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. After that sack, the offensive line better get its stuff together. Stuff, you know what I mean by stuff. Third down. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's fourth down. Will they bring out the punt team? Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Not going to make it, and the fourth down gamble backfires.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play-calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Long way to go on second down. Might as well run him again. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing.
Touchdown, Fighting Irish! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
You know, long touchdown passes don't have to come in the shape of go routes and posts. You can throw a slant. If your guy is able to make one dude miss and build up some steam, when you've got speed like that, you can take it to the house, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. Fielded in the end zone. It's Farrell. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And the Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Childs. Look out! He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Quick give. Turning it on! They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Right back to the well. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2, taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright, got to protect them.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
And that's a better job by this defense. That's exactly what they've got to start doing more. He's had a lot of success on the ground. It's apparent he will take off and move. So how do we keep him in the pocket? Get him behind the line of scrimmage, fluster him a little bit, and don't let him use those wheels.
He won't get there. The defense with a 4th down stop.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. The Fighting Irish called their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a short pass to the tight end. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. From the gun on 3rd down, Carr throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down. Notre Dame explosive in the passing game. Let's see what they do here. Here's Carr to throw. He's going to take a shot. Hits him in stride at the 10. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. From deep, it's Grove. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fella on the sidelines, be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
He's got 43 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. He'll toss it. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll pitch it. There he goes. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. And the Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Now the pitch. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. He splits the uprights. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's open things up with North Texas, taking on the number 5 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the Mean Green, looking to get the job done on the road. Right now, it's early, but they lead this season opener. Now let's take a look at some other top 25 action going on around the country. Now back to your game at Ryan Field. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Northwestern about to boot it away to open the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Just smothered on the play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Carr from the gun on third down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
For this defense, man, to get back into the game, we talked about it at half. They got to pressure the quarterback. They got to force some sacks, and they do it. On this first drive, they get to him. They get him on the ground. Nice job by this defense.
The Irish send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got great speed. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Northwestern offense ready to go on the attack. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Sets his feet, it's Childs. He'll pull it down and run. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And the ball is free on the pitch. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play. Almost lost the football on that one, but the clock is stopped while the medical staff comes out to tend to an injured player. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block it.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snaps it, and he has to have it. He's going to run it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Childs. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. The Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. On 1st and goal, let's see if Northwestern can score. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Rush right in his face, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. He'll bring it out. It's Young. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Caught on the RPO. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on second down from the 18. Straight ahead, it's Williams. Got him right there.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Right back to it. Got enough for the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. The give is to Williams. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. Trying to establish the run. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a third and long. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. So we open the final period with a third down play. They're in the gun, third down, here's Carr. They're working that left side. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. First down here as we dive into the college football season, a week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. Sends it back in motion. Throwing. Carr. Strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. The RPO fire complete to the left, and they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. Fires to the big fella. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on third down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the fourth quarter, an opportunity to move on top. From the gun, running back gets to give. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
He'll step out of bounds right at the 44, a big-time pickup on that one. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on first and 10. To the air, it's Childs. Under pressure. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. They'll need a bunch on second down. Working the ground game. He's got the first down. And a really nice run and pickup there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped a really big play.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Hand it to the back. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Looking to throw, it's Childs. They're all over him. Breaks into the open. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass on second down. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. The Irish use their third and final timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Churns into the pile. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker.
And if you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points. And this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! And they surge on top here in the final minute.
You got to give this guy so much credit, man. It is so hard in practice to simulate the pressure that he just faced. Late in the game, seconds left on the clock, you have an opportunity to kick a field goal to put your team up late in the game, and he absolutely drilled it. What a moment for that young man.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. This is what you dream of, isn't it? Waning seconds, football in your hands, a chance to etch your name in this moment in the rich history of this rivalry. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Rushes on. And it's a sack. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Last chance coming up. Fires left. Got him downfield. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.